Hi guys. Today we are going to learn about economic importance of bacteria and fungi. But before diving into the topic, let's first learn what bacteria actually are. Bacteria are the most primitive unicellular organisms. This is a small video of Vibrio bacteria. We can see that a bacteria has a body and a tail-like structure. There are several thousand known species of bacteria which occur in air, on your hands before you wash them, on your hands after you wash them, on your body, inside your body, practically everywhere. So it is only fair that we learn about them in great detail. A small fun fact: bacteria are the smallest and the simplest living organisms on Earth, with an average size of 2 micrometers in length and zero point 0.5 micrometers in thickness. The structure is rather simple. It has a living substance called protoplasm, which is a collective term for cytoplasm and nuclear material. It also has cell membrane as well as a cell capsule for extra protection. These tail-like structures that we saw are called flagellum and they're for the movement of the bacteria. Now, any bacterium can be classified into 4 categories on the basis of their shapes. They are cocci, bacilli, spirilla, and vibrio. Cocci are spherical shaped bacteria. Bacilli are rod shaped. Spirilla, as the name suggests, are spiral shaped. And Vibrio are common shaped. Now that we've gotten an idea about the structure and the types of bacteria, let us learn about the economic importance of bacteria by discussing its role in medicine. Bacteria are used in medicine for the production of antibiotics, serums, and vaccines. Antibiotic is a chemical substance which is produced by a living organism which can stop the growth of some other disease causing organism. Today, we know dozens of antibiotics like streptomycin, chloromycetin, tetracycline, and penicillin. Penicillin was the first ever produced antibiotic. Alexander Fleming discovered it, and he discovered that a mold produces a substance which suppressed the growth of many bacteria, and he named the substance penicillin. Similarly, another antibiotic, streptomycin, was discovered by Selman Waksman in a similar way. What we should focus on is that penicillin is a product of a mold and not of a bacterium. Some well-known antibiotics, their sources and the diseases they treat are displayed here. Like penicillin is produced from Penicillium chrysogenum and it is used for the treatment of tetanus and diphtheria. Streptomycin is used for the treatment of tuberculosis. Chlorotetracycline is used for the treatment of typhoid, and erythromycin is used for the treatment of rickettsial fever. Antibiotics are not only used as medicines but also as food preservatives, especially for fresh meat and controlling plant pathogens. Bacteria are also used in the production of serums. Now, serum is actually a liquid which contains antibodies or antitoxins to fight off infections caused by bacteria or other disease causing germs. To prepare a serum, a small dose of bacterial toxin is introduced in a cow or a horse. The body produces antitoxins to neutralize the effect of toxin, and after several injections, the blood of these animals are withdrawn and serum is extracted from it. Serums are actually used in the treatment of snake bite, which also involves injecting antivenom produced from horses into the infected body. Vaccines, as we all know, is a preparation consisting of weakened or dead germs. In the pandemic, we saw that some of the vaccines that were made for tackling coronavirus consisted of some parts of a dead coronavirus. Similarly, the TAB vaccine, which is used for the treatment of typhoid, is made out of killed germs of the same disease. Whereas BCG vaccine is made out of living weakened germs and is used for the treatment of tuberculosis. Role of bacteria in agriculture. Three types of bacteria are prevalent here. First is nitrogen fixing bacteria, second is nitrifying bacteria, and third is denitrifying bacteria. So, nitrogen is very important for the growth of plants. Nitrogen fixing bacteria pick up free nitrogen from the soil and convert it into soluble nitrates. These nitrates are used by plant and also by other plants which will be sown later. Uh, One example of nitrogen fixing bacteria is rhizobium, and it is found in the small nodules that we see here on the roots of leguminous plants such as beans. Other example of bacteria which convert free nitrogen into soluble nitrates are azotobacter and clostridium. Nitrifying bacteria are the bacteria which convert the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates and nitrites. We all know that plants require nitrogen and they cannot use free nitrogen from the atmosphere. So, this is where the role of nitrifying bacteria come into play. They convert the free nitrogen into soluble nitrates, and then the plants can absorb them through their roots. Two examples of nitrifying bacteria are Nitrosomonas and Nitrobacter. Now, denitrifying bacteria are the bacteria present in the soil which break down the soil nitrates to release nitrogen gas. So, nitrifying and denitrifying bacteria create a cycle called the nitrogen cycle. Nitrifying bacteria convert the free nitrogen from the atmosphere into nitrates for the soil, and denitrifying bacteria convert the nitrates present in the soil into nitrogen gas and release them into the atmosphere. Role of bacteria in industries. Bacteria have a very extensive use in industries. Different flavors of tea are produced by certain bacteria, and this whole process is called tea curing. Bacteria are also used in tanning leather, where bacteria breaks down the soft parts of the skin and tans the leather. We learned about the usefulness of bacteria, but bacteria also spoils food if food is not handled properly. That is why food preservation and making it bacteria free is very important. Now, food preservation can be achieved by either of the following processes. Food preservation is important because if the food gets spoiled and we eat it, we can get diseases like botulism, which is a very serious food poisoning. Bacteria are also being used as bioweapons by some countries to release disease germs such as anthrax bacteria, which may take epidemic shape and cause widespread death generation after generation.